What's going on, guys? It's your boy Tay, and Doordash is trash. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't believe I got caught up and sucked up into even trying this thing. But Doordash is pretty trash, and I'm gonna tell you why in this video. Yeah, let's talk about it. So my name is Dante. If you don't know, I am a reseller, entrepreneur, money go-getter. If there is a way for me to make money, I try to do it like that. That's just what I do, man. I try to make as many forms of income as possible. So with that being said, be watching videos on YouTube, everybody be talking about how much money they make on DoorDash, and it makes it seem intriguing. It makes you want to do it. I know there's a lot of people sitting at home and they're like, you know what? Let me try DoorDash because they see somebody via YouTube doing it and talking about how great DoorDash is. I'm one of those suckers. They got me too. So I'm just going to talk about my very first DoorDash experience and would I ever do it again? Did I happen to do it again? And how much money I made? So I will tell you this. Initially, when I signed up for DoorDash, I was just like, I'll do it sometimes, because I know a lot of people who just do it sometimes when they get bored. So I was like, I'll do that too. But they hit me up like, yo, why haven't you dashed yet? And I was like, oh, is this like a job? Do I have to dash? And I was like, well, I'll do it sometime this week. So I got off work a little earlier than I wanted to the other night. So I was like, you know what? Let me dash. It says it's busy. It's supposed to be some good prime hours. And I think their bonus was like plus $2.50 or something like that. So I was like, well, let me go out here and dash. So hit the dash now button, start driving. And within like 3 minutes, your boy got a dash. Now, I'm not an expert in, am I supposed to do it by the hour, or am I supposed to do it by the job? I do it by the job. It just seems like you can make more money if you do it by the job. I don't know. That's what I thought. Little did I know. But hit the first dash. I think the first order was for $9. And I was like, $9? Psh, let me get that. But little did I know that it was like 20 minutes away. So that was my first mistake becoming a dasher, not recognizing the price that they're offering versus the miles that you have to drive. That was a 20-minute drive. So 20-minute drive there, that means it's a 20-minute drive back to my destination. Yeah. So your boy was like, okay, this is a learning experience. I got to break it down like by mile. Truck drivers do that. Most people who do all these other jobs like Uber and Lyft, they usually try to do it by the mile, break it down by the mile. So I'm like, hey, let me do the same thing. So I try to make at least $1 a mile. Like that's what I try to do. I mean, nobody told me that. That was just my vision, $1 a mile. So I failed on the first one because, like I said, the first one I had to go like 20 miles in essence for $9. But then on the way back, it hit me up with a $14 order. And I was like, oh, okay, $14. I'm over 20-something already with just these two. Even though I had to drive far to get it, when they sent me back, I had a nice order because I forgot where. No, I have no idea where these places were as I was picking them up. Now I'm telling you this. There was one place that was close to my house, and I didn't even know they served food. So, yeah. So when I picked it up from them, and that was the $14 order, and that was like probably like an 8-mile drive. So not too bad, man. So I thought it was going to be a good night. And then from there, I didn't see no more $9 or $14 offers for the rest of the night. It was like, that's how they got me, with the $9 and the $14. And then after that, it was like a $5 offer. And I was like, yeah, I'm not, it was only 2-3 miles. But I was like, yeah, I'm not going to take that. And I should have, knowing what I know now. Another offer came up for like $7. And I was like, I'll take that too. Took the $7 offer. That wasn't that bad. But to try to make a long story short, I'm not going to talk about each and every dash stop. But being a new dasher, you know, there's a lot that I kind of just don't know. Like when I go to certain restaurants, especially when they close at night, I got to go through the drive-thru. So I might go to the door and just kind of look crazy. And then I'm like, oh, maybe I'll just go through the drive-thru. And then the instructions kind of tell you sometimes just to go through the drive-thru. And then you're waiting. That's the worst part, waiting for orders, man. Dashing after like 11 p.m. when like most drive-thrus are just open, those aren't really the great times to dash. I did get lucky because I got caught in like a Whataburger area last night, and I was getting orders back to back. So that kind of helps if you get like a Whataburger because they're fast. But McDonald's, when I tell you they were at least 6 minutes per car, that's no exaggeration. I was at the first window. No. I was at the speaker, bypassed the speaker, was at the first window. 2 cars was in front of me, and it took me like 18 minutes just to get to the first window. And I still had to get to the second window. The dude was looking at me like I was crazy for so long. He was like, man, I'm sorry, man. This thing is so crazy. I was like, I know, man. I was like, hey, man, I'm just here to pick up a DoorDash order. Can you get it for me? Can you help me out? Can you help a brother out? He was like, yeah, what's the name? He ended up going, running and getting the order, bringing it to the first window and giving it to me out the window. I had to get out my car to go grab it. So that helped me out. And I was about to quit that job too, man, because it was only like $6 or $7, man. But I know my first time dashing, the good part is I did make $20 an hour. So that for me is always a positive. How much money you make, I want to break it down hourly. Am I making at least 20 something dollars an hour? I would love that. On the per hour thing, I think it was only offering like $13 or $15 an hour. So I made $20 an hour. It was just like a good 45 minutes of it, I was just like waiting for orders or just like stuck because I was waiting to pick up an order. I mean, the orders came in kind of fast toward the end of the night, like towards midnight. It was real super slow because I hit my dash now button again. I was like, I'm gonna dash some more. 30 minutes, I didn't get nothing. That's a lie. I got one order, but I was like, I'm not about to do this order. It was a Taco Bell order, and I'm sitting there looking at Taco Bell, and the line was crazy. It would have been like 20 minutes for me to even get that order. So I was like, nah, my dash would have ended by that time, and Dash didn't offer me nothing else. So I guess it was like, oh, you ain't gonna take this one? Well, we ain't giving you nothing else. So I ended up ending my dash at that time, and that was like an extra 30 minutes. But the first time I dashed $60 an hour, it was okay. And then last night I got kind of bored, even though I was complaining about dashing. And I was like, let me just go dash. And it was kind of late again. I did the same thing, but I went to a different area, and the dashes were more consistent. They kept giving me offers more consistently. I kept declining more offers than I did the first night because I now know about how many miles I'm going to dash versus how much they're paying me and stuff like that. So, I mean, overall, it's trash, but it's a good money maker for like a side hustle. I mean, I can't deny that. Like, I dashed last night for like 3 hours, and then the first night for like, 3 hours? And I think my dash summary says like 4 hours dashing, 7 hours active or something like that. And I made 100 and something bucks. So for me, 7 hours, 100 and something bucks, that's not too bad, man. Did I think I was about to come out here and be a dash millionaire? No, but you know, I just learned the frustrations of being a dasher already, man. And I should have dashed my first 7 days because they said they was going to send me a gift, and I dashed on my 8th day. I don't even know why I did that. That was just completely dumb on my part. But am I going to like dash moving forward? 1000%. Especially now that I know that you can dash in like other cities. Man, I might take a road trip to California or something because I heard like their dash rates are much better. Get me a hotel in California and just dash all week, make a bunch of money in California, and just come back home. I mean, they pay me $21 per dash. That's just an exaggeration or whatever, but they pay me way more than we get paid here in South Carolina, and I can do that for a week, make a nice little chunk of change, visit visit California, do my little tourism thing as I'm dashing. Come on, man. I mean, that's an idea. I thought about that, but who knows? I'm so impulsive. I do things on the fly. You never know with your boy. I might be dashing in Connecticut next week. Where have I never been that I want to go? I might just go there, get a hotel for a week, and just dash and let it pay for itself. And then I'm a source on top of that. So if you don't know anything about me, I'm also a reseller, and I think I said that at the beginning of the video, but I resell stuff too. So I go to Goodwills, I go to thrift stores, and I find random stuff, and I sell that stuff for a good chunk of change on eBay, Amazon, Mercari, OfferUp, Let Go, you name it. I try to sell on it. In the summertime, I go to thrift stores. In the summertime, I go to flea markets, and I get a table for $5, $10, and I set up and I sell there too. There's so many different ways of making money out here in the world, man. You just got to be a hustler, man. So I had my 9 to 5 I was working a few months ago. I'm out here doing UPS right now, doing the seasonal driver thing, making like 61 cents a mile plus $23 an hour, plus getting an overtime every single day and every single week. Lovely, making some good money doing that. But once that's done, I'm going to dive back into my reselling stuff a lot more. But I also want to get a little bit more comfortable with the dashing thing. I might do like dash like 3 days a week because I like driving anyway. If you know anything about me, I'm always on the road. Anyway, always on the road. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, man. The first dashing experience was definitely an experience, man. I wish I knew a lot more than I know now. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Make sure that you bless somebody. And if you are a DoorDasher, stop telling all these lies about how great DoorDash is, because it's a struggle just like any other job. Let's just be real. I mean, it was some good money, though. But I did run into one dude, and I was doing the DoorDash thing, and he was like, hey, man, I DoorDashed, and I made $250. And I'm like, okay, that's a good day, but what about your average? You know what I'm saying? And there's some YouTubers who I follow, and they're more realistic. One dude says he makes like anywhere between $600 to $1,200 a week. You know what I'm saying? And that seems about what it could be if you dash every single day, or if you dash like 5 days a week, or just make it like a full-time job. So we're going to see. I'm not going to give it up because I like money. I'm not going to lie. I mean, even though it was an annoying headache when I looked at my little Dash account and it said $130 or $40 or whatever it was, I was satisfied. So first Dash experience in the books. Yeah, definitely a crazy one. And I need to go shave, get right. Your boy been in my car all week, traveling, delivering packages, doing DoorDash, trying to get this money. And I have made a lot of it this past few days. I'm not even going to lie. Your boy made a lot of money this past, few weeks, actually. So with all that being said, make sure that you bless somebody today, because I promise you I'm bless somebody tomorrow. But at this point in time, your boy Tay, I'm out.